I am at a location known as the Pollock Works. What is the Pollock Works, you may ask? Well, it is indeed a Hopewell defensive earthworks. We're not only going to be exploring this earthworks, we're also going to be exploring this earthworks in the winter time. We are not at the earthworks quite yet, but we are going to check out the Pollock Works loop first. Now it's going to be kind of hard to see at first, but don't worry, we're going to take a better gander at this. So here we are, guys. Here we are at the entrance of the earthworks. And I want you to take a note right here is where it begins. This is a defensive structure. And I'll probably show a map in this video so you get a better aerial view. One day, I'll be able to get hopefully some drone footage. But look at this, guys. Right here and right here are the entrance. And I want to mind you that when this was first discovered, apparently there were stone mounds atop these entrances. Stone mounds. And we're going to take a look at this as well. We're going to take a look at some evidence of this. So let's dive more into this, you guys. So as I said before, these are said to be built by the Hopewell culture. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna turn you guys around here and show you some evidence of the stone mounds as well as there's a stone road here. So here we are at the entrance. I'll get you guys a good look at this. Take a look at this stone pathway, you guys. Look at this. This is literally an ancient road, you guys. Very, very neat. Very, very neat. Quite literally an ancient road. And here's remnants of what I think is the mound, the stone mound. Here's some big chunks of what I think is the stone mound. We'll get a better look at some of the chunks over here in a minute. But I want to show you guys the entrance here. Here's more chunks of the stone mound that was found here at the entrance. Look at these big chunks, you guys. Here's some more of the enclosure. We're going to get a better look at this. Don't worry, you guys. We're going to get a deep look at this. But this is the entrance. So let's go up here. We're coming through the entrance. And then here we are at the very top. If we were up here, supposedly this is where the area of the stone mound was. I believe it was over here in this area. And we'll get a better look at some of the stones down here. But the enclosure essentially loops all the way around this way. And then the ridge line is back this way. We'll get a better look at that here in this video, don't worry. But let's go take a look at some of these stones down here. Alright, you guys, so this is a part of the gorge here. But if we take a look down here, we can see some of the chunks. Here's a chunk right here. These big chunks, and you saw it all over there as well by the trail. The chunk right there. There's chunks down there. So those are, I think, remnants of the stone mound. It's obviously not 100% for sure, but I'm not certain. There's another couple pieces right here, right under this log. And then we come back up. Look at all these scattered pieces, you guys. All these small chunks. Big chunk right there of ancient roadway. There's more of the road, you guys. I mean, look at that. That is freaking wild. That's like a almost 2,000-year-old road. Could be older. Could be built upon. All right, it is now time to walk the loop here. Up there is the old channel loop. So here, you can see the continuous elevation. And you're gonna see why they built this earthworks along here. If you noticed, hold on, let me turn this around. If you noticed before when we were walking along the trail, we were coming up on elevation. So we're essentially at the top of a plateau right now, or a ridge line. And so they built this earthworks along this ridge line with an entrance coming up to it as a means of defensive. It's a defensive structure because you have a great viewpoint, and who knows how big this would have been in its heyday. This could have been upwards of 10 feet tall in its heyday. Yep, this could have been upwards of 10 feet tall in its heyday. I'm going to trace the outline edge of the earthworks here. And we're going to get a better view of it from down towards the creek, don't worry. But there's the entrance right there. Very cool, you guys. All right, so here we have a great view of the earthworks. Now I want you to see this elevation right here, right? I want you to take note of this. We got more elevation right here. Down here leads to the creek. This is another entrance through here. And take a look at this. Take a look at this, you guys. We've got old rock. We've got old rock. And it's everywhere up here. I mean, it's everywhere. Right there. So I think this is also evidence of a stone mound. More over here. Let's go take a walk down to the creek. We got another ancient roadway here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. That is an ancient, essentially, wall of stone. That is an ancient wall of stone right there. Let's continue onwards down the other entrance here. Who knows what we come across coming down this way. It's a lot easier. All right, so here, let's get a grander view of the earthworks here. Has a certain smell to it over here, you guys. It smells very earthy. I don't know how to explain it, but it smells very earthy. Here's some more. Look at these rocks. Look at these things, you guys. Look how big these rocks are. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Take a look at this little structure. You can see this one very good. This is a structure of some kind. Here we have a view of the Pollock Works still. Yep. This is incredible, you guys. This is once you get a better view of it from coming in the woods here. This is a pretty massive structure, you guys. This would have taken quite a long time to construct. This is a very, very old settlement, I would say. There's a rock shelter I'm going to end up showing you guys. And the locals say that it's been inhabited since Paleo times. Let's continue exploring. Guys, we have come across what I believe is potentially a small burial mound. I really think this could potentially be a small burial mound. Probably unexcavated. Not that anybody should. It should be left that way, of course. But the Williamson mound is not excavated. Look at this, guys. You can really see it. You can see it a lot better from this angle. This is a small structure. The Earthworks is right there, the Pollock Works. So this is a separate structure here. This isn't even a part of the actual Pollock Works. There's a tree falling over top of it. Very, very cool, you guys. Very cool. Here you can see it even more. There's a great view of it. Yep, that's a good view of that structure. Here's more stone right here. Whoa! There's a huge hole in this thing. Massive hole. What the heck? That's right in the frickin'... That is right in this structure here. This structure leads basically all the way up to the works, the Pollock Works. Right up to the ridge line here. Very interesting. Guys, this hole does not appear to be made by an animal of any sort. And it goes deep in there, you guys. I mean deep. It's very weird. I wonder if this is from potentially someone coming back here and trying to do, I don't know, trying to loot. I don't know what this is from, if it's from scientific means. But there is a giant hole in here. I'm going to try and shine my flashlight in, so I can't get that on camera, but actually I might be able to. Hold on. Bunch of leaves down there. Bunch of leaves. That's pretty wild. That's right along the structure here. Take a look. It is now hailing, you guys. Take a look at this view of the Pollock Works, though. This is an absolutely beautiful view. Astounding view, you guys. I don't think that is a, there's no burial structures here, but Wow, take a look at these giant rocks, you guys. These are massive, massive boulders. There's just a bunch of small mounds all scattered across here, you guys. I mean a ton. Look at this little structure. You can't really see it on the camera, but when you get down on the ground, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it when you get down on the ground. There's just all these small structures. Perhaps this was a quarry of some kind as well. I don't know. Very interesting. Here's another small structure. Here you get a great view. You get an absolutely splendid view of the Pollock Works here. Look at that. Crazy, you guys. And we're gonna walk along it. Here's more stone. Tons and tons of stone, you guys. Tons and tons of stone. There's a view of it. For all of this to be overgrown like this, you guys, it's pretty old. Pretty old. I mean, this stuff takes hundreds of years to grow at the very least. Some of this stuff. So here's another structure here. There's a fencing here. Had to take the time. Here's another hole, you guys. I'm on top of another structure here. There's so many structures in this site. There's another hole here with a rock at the top of it. I'm not sure what the hell that is. But very interesting, you guys. It's deep down there. I'm not going to poke at it too much, but it's deep down there. Right on top of another structure. You guys, tell me that this does not look like a small burial mound. I mean, come on. It's now hailing like crazy. But tell me that does not look like a small burial mound of some sort. I mean, look at that. That is in great shape, too. I mean, that is crazy. It almost looks like a quarry pit right here. This is wild, you guys. Look at this. It almost looks like a quarry pit. Perhaps this is where they got the rock for their structures. And look at that. Speaking of structures, we have a perfect entrance back up. And there you get a great view of the structure. Look at that. Yeah, I think those are quarries of some sort, you guys. Quarry pits. It is freaking hailing like crazy out here, you guys. It's hailing like crazy, snowing like crazy. Make sure to hit that subscribe, like. I'm doing this for you guys. There's our last view at the Pollock Works. It essentially stops right around this area. There are so many different structures down there, though. Hopefully I got some good sighting of that. We're back along the trail. So the Pollock Works leads all the way along this ridge line, and then down this way is the creek, of which